Hello and welcome everyone to another great day here at Gamescom in Cologne, Germany, and therefore also a big welcome to everyone tuning in to the live stream, and of course also to everyone who's attending our stage over there already. So welcome from the Nintendo Red Cube. We have a great day ahead of us and we're going to start with a special guest. It's Charles Martinet.
Yippee!
Hey Charles, it's so good to have you here again.
Thanks, it's so great to be here. Thank you so much. I am so excited by this booth this year, this cube. The whole thing is just great. And of course, Super Mario Odyssey is just, it's over the top.
Yeah, we're
so
pretty excited. Yeah, me too. And we are of course also joined by my lovely friends from Nintendo of Europe. It's Chris and Filippo.
Hi everyone.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
I'm great. Actually, we were just discussing about how excited we are about playing Super Mario Odyssey again.
Yeah, and especially, of course, having Charles with us, because
Yeah, that's just perfect.
I mean, a lot of what we hear in the game is actually, of course, coming from Charles.
Yippee!
Yeah, and just before the show, we already talked about the fact that Super Mario is traveling a lot in Super Mario Odyssey, and that's something that you do a lot as well.
It is, it's my passion is travel and food, clearly.
I share that.
Yeah.
Actually, we discussed a lot about that, about travel and food, like between the three of us, because we all love it. And
Yeah.
this as well. That's most of our conversations are about food and traveling.
That's true. And we're definitely going to do that right now because
Yes.
we're going to jump into the game.
Yes.
We already gotten a glimpse of the new Luncheon Kingdom, of course, and we already saw 2 other kingdoms, and we're going to dive into these kingdoms again because we
Yes.
want to show you a little bit more about these kingdoms. So maybe Chris or Filippo, take it away.
What Filippo is playing now is the Sand Kingdom, which is a vast desert where Mario can discover a lot. And what you see currently is that the desert is completely frozen over. So there is a bit of a mystery going on here. And the guys wearing the sombreros are living in Tostarena. They're Tostarians, and they're all not only cold, but also a bit panicky. And in some cases still dancing.
Yeah. Woohoo!
But I think this is one of those beautiful things. The moment you start the level, you immediately see this panning shot of a completely new world. And that's something like, that's the sense of travel.
So beautiful. The second I saw the very first graphic, I said, this is incredible.
Yes.
And everything is magical. Everything is magical.
Yeah, it really is.
So, Filippo, what are you doing right now?
So right now I collected 15 regional coins, these inverted pyramid coins that are the local currency of Tostarena town. And I'm buying a sombrero and a poncho just to not feel out of place with the style of the locals. let's
So
say.
great.
And I want to do this because, well, first of all, because I like it, and then because how this outfit shows in different. It will look different based on where I'm going.
I will collect them all,
Yes.
definitely.
And
Well, what is nice about these local currency is that they have a different shape in every kingdom.
Yeah.
So here in the Sand Kingdom, they are inverted pyramids, but for instance in the Metro Kingdom, which is also playable on the show floor, they are sort of $quarter with Pauline on them. And in the Luncheon Kingdom, which we showed with Mr. Koizumi, they are like tomatoes made
Oh my
of
goodness.
coins.
yes. So, I mean, we showed already the abilities of Cappy that it can be useful for players who have troubles like jumping precisely on the head of enemies, so I can attack enemies at a distance. But my objective here with this presentation is really to show some advanced moves and how you can really use it to travel very, very far. So it's not just an armor sort of around me, and it's not just something that allows me to capture a bullet bill. By the way, this for me, when I first saw the game in the office, was definitely the eureka moment. Like the moment where I got control of a bullet bill, like something that I feared for years, and just the fact that I could control it was really something great for me. So we also wanted to say one thing. When we showed the Luncheon Kingdom a couple of days ago, people have noticed, for example, the moon counter on the side, and they noticed that I collected like 6 moons in the span of a couple of minutes. This is because we have to remember that this game is also made for a portable experience. So we want people to find something, to enjoy themselves, even if they have just a few minutes on their hands. And there are many, 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 many more moons that one can collect everywhere. Literally, this game is filled with power moons, and to find them all, it will take such a long time. So I just wanted to show the poncho and sombrero in the 2D section.
This is just so lovely, and it's so fun to see a master play the game, because my continuous stoning is
That's uncommon.
So this is definitely one way to go up here, but as I was saying before, I really think that this game is going to be a speedrunner's dream, because if I don't want to go over that 2D section.
But before you jump, just pan the camera a little bit.
Oh yeah, because
Mario.
it's cold because of the ice popping out in the desert.
oh,
But let me try to see if I can.
Yeah, that little
So I can
poncho
skip
doesn't
the
do
entire
much.
section by just timing my jumps well, for example. And so this is how Cappy can be used. Oops, sorry.
oh, beautiful.
Change my jumps and to alter my trajectories, basically.
So now you're gonna go for a hole-in-one, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to improve my golfing skills, which are non-existent. I think I already failed. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that's a bogey.
Yeah, that's a book. Definitely. Mario plays golf better than I do, for
Yeah.
sure. So there is an entire icy level underneath the Sand Kingdom, and that's why these ice spikes are popping out in the desert, and that's why the Tostarenans are all cold.
Wow, look at you go. Wow.
It's ice is always a bit difficult for me, but let's. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so
Concentrate
because there
on the
is a theme of travel in Super Mario Odyssey, I think we could say that Mario now finally travels the globe to find a lot of different places.
Yeah.
But of course, there was someone who did it before him,
Exactly.
namely the voice of Mario. Woo! You travel the globe all the time to be Mario in different places.
I do. It's a dream come true for me, because I love travel and I love people, and meeting people here is such a joy, such a pleasure.
Yeah, actually, just before the show, you told us where you're going to be in the next weeks. Maybe give us a quick
Yes,
summary.
oh yes, I'm going to go to
Because that
Atlanta
was
and
so much.
Portland and Edmonton and then Madrid and then London. It's going to be
Wow.
yippee! So I'm going to get a little sombrero and a poncho.
So I just, if I can take Mario in the shot, look how when he's trying to break, look how he's like, he's holding for dear life onto the jack.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
By
so
the way-
this is the Jaxi, which is a mix of a Jaguar and a taxi. So the name
A
makes sense.
Jaguar and a taxi.
Yes, it's a Jaxi. Yeah,
A taxi.
Yes. Wow, good thing I jumped off because I was about to fall. So the Jaxi is really hard to control, and but he can walk over this poisonous lake kind of thing. And
Okay.
if I can bring him also to some secret areas.
Oh, secret areas.
So in this section, we have to ride the Jaxi, and there are a lot of very narrow passages. So let me try to get all the regional coins if I can as well in the process. Okay. Yeah, it's really tough to control right now.
It's really slippery.
Yes. So here there's a very difficult power moon to get for me, which because so let's try. No. Let me try again.
You get one more shot.
Well,
Come on, Chris. Don't be so hard. Nice.
wait, no, it's not over. It just started.
Oh, look at the music.
No, please, please, please.
Oh, yippee!
Okay.
You did it.
Well done.
Amazing. Way to go, Mario.
Now I can get the
Hardest challenge.
Yes.
Grab the moon.
So, Jaxi Stunt Driving was the name of this
Yeah.
power moon. And then let's try to finish segment.
Nice.
So there are also many things that Mario can take over by using Cappy.
Yes.
And I was actually wondering, what would you like to capture the most, Charles?
The moon.
It's a brilliant idea.
And
yeah.
a Yoshi.
Did you hear Mr. Koizumi's answer by chance?
No, I didn't. What did he say?
He said, I like the fact of surprise, so I guess I would take a T-Rex and then go through Cologne. It was amazing. It was really good.
Great.
So now that we've completed that section, actually, we can use Jaxi stands, meaning that just like a taxi,
Yeah.
I can go to a Jaxi stand like this one and call a Jaxi.
So great.
There
But
we
he's
go.
still kind of cold.
Yeah, it's still cold because, well, we didn't. You see, the ice, these ice pillars are still there everywhere in this world. You see, also here there's car from New Donk City, for example. And where is it that we wanted to go, Chris?
The other side of the desert.
The other side of the desert.
Okay. Well, first, actually, let me show again, like how. Of course, you see the door over there. So if I want to climb, enter this building and go over it,
Yes.
I would need to get to that door. But
Yes.
actually, Chris showed me that. No, not that.
I showed you something else.
Not that again.
This is.
There you
Oh,
go.
you're kidding. Oh, that's so great.
Yeah. So if you know, Mario has really a lot of very different moves in this game, and if you know how to combine them, you can really cover a lot of distance. And here, instead, I have to. Oops. Do it in. This is on a timer, so.
Oh.
Okay.
Good job.
You got the moon.
I got the moon.
Moon time.
Moon time.
Yeah, what I think is nice about combining the moves that Mario already has plus the moves that Cappy enables is that for a very experienced Mario player, suddenly a whole new world of moves opens up. And this is what we were showing also in the live stream earlier this week, that if you use advanced tricks and you really like look very carefully, there are a lot of things to find in the environment.
Yes.
But in order to progress through the game, there's only a very small number of all the moons hidden that you need to progress through the environment.
Yeah.
So it's really about, for those who want to explore, there's always something to find, even if you just have a few minutes to play when you're on the go, for instance. Whereas those who mainly want to follow the story can stay on a very clear track.
Yeah, that's true.
How you want to progress.
There's really a way to play for everybody. Like you
Yeah.
can really, favor certain aspects of it, and because there are many more moons than you need to power up the Odyssey to go to a new place. Because of that, you can, focus at the beginning, at least, in just playing the way you like, just finding what you and finding your play style, move on, and then of course you can come back and try to be the completionist. And to get everything in this game is going to be really.
But I
complicated.
actually think this is very similar to traveling, right?
Yes.
That's the first
It's just
time,
like my life.
the first time you are somewhere, you're seeing
Yes.
sort of the objective why you're
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the next times that you are visiting a place, you suddenly start to discover new
Yes.
places, which is probably something you have also discovered here
Yes.
in Cologne, because this is how many times have you been
Yeah,
in Cologne
many
now?
times here. It's been so great. And I realized this morning my problem was I was trying to get a taxi instead of a Jaxi. And that's why it was so hard to get over
So
here.
they didn't have a Jaxi?
No, I couldn't get one. Now I know where the stand is.
We're so behind.
You have to hold on
I'm sorry.
quite tightly, though. It could be. Oh well. I failed to do that jump, and we saw before, like there was like a Tostarena, and they were saying, "Oh, I don't think I can make it that far," but actually Mario can. But now that I'm here, let me just show you another thing. In how many video games have you been a cactus?
Oh. Oh boy. Boing, boing, boing. Yippee. I'm a cactus.
Maybe there's
You
something.
might be up to something.
Oh.
He's trying to tell. What is Mario trying to tell us here?
I think he's something right there. I got the hint. Yippee! Woohoo! You got the moon.
And it's also, if you guys, by chance, were wondering what our team, for example, Chris is doing when we are off, right? When we're not in the show, he's sitting here and playing Super Mario Odyssey all the time, and he's trying out all these different kind of new moves and trying to reach new areas in New Donk City. I was quite amazed to watch you play it.
Actually, like this jump that I just failed to do before and I'm trying again, he just showed it to me. I didn't know about it because, I mean, I've played this demo hundreds of times, but it still surprises me every single time.
That was too early.
Oh, that's so great. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, you made it. Nice.
Woo.
Yeah, and
It's not that easy to pull off.
this is the kind of thing that's the first time you really don't see these things, but the more you get familiar with the controls, the more you get familiar with the environment, suddenly you start discovering that there's so many more stories to an environment. And this is one thing that I really appreciate, because to me this very much feels like visiting a new place.
Yeah.
Yes, and now I went to one place and then I came back already. Also, I love this guy. This guy wants us to bring his sheep back into this circle. There's like sheep with tiny sombreros. You see them on the background, like there, and he wants me to bring them back. I also wanted to show another thing that I love as a tiny touch. Look at his nose now.
Oh, he's got little.
He's got the spider thorns from the cactus. Yeah. So now let me.
It's just like real life.
Yeah. Maybe we could go inside there.
What's that?
What you, Chris? Choose a path.
Choose a path. Well,
There's a bird shadow.
Oh yeah, it's up there and it's shining as well. So
Oh wow.
I
yeah,
wonder what that would mean.
yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
Let's not show that just yet.
Exactly.
Actually,
Where
should
is
we
it?
go in there?
Yeah, why not? Maybe you can take the checkpoint flag and just.
Oh.
I was gonna say just show a bit of the map.
Just a bit of them, but we can show the map. Maybe we dive just very quickly on in New Donk City in the Metro
Sure.
Kingdom.
Let's
it's
do
okay.
it.
Why don't we just
Yes.
spend the whole day and watch you guys play? It's marvelous. Do you give lessons?
Well, actually, that's part of my job.
So fantastic. It's so I'm watching you do things that I'll never be able to do, but people watching will.
So
Yeah.
let's say like you're the voice, I'm the arms and the legs.
That's right. Yippee! Oh, hello.
It's Pauline. That's actually, I think,
Yeah. Oh.
So heroic.
So great.
He's trying to rescue her.
yes. So actually now we are in New Donk City in the Metro Kingdom. And there is one thing. There is one thing that if you have not been able to play the demo, unfortunately I cannot show you. But it's one of my favorite things ever. That when you drive the Vespa, hold the Joy-Con and press the Y button.
I love the fact that the Italian guy instantly goes
Right?
for the Vespa.
I feel it. It's so great.
It vibrates as the acceleration of a scooter, exactly, which is something I really love.
Let's go to Italy.
I'm sure Filippo would agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, I'm sure my mom will cook you something wonderful.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
So I like this city because it really feels like almost like an amusement park for Mario. You can do so many things here, and you can discover so much. And again, Cappy is useful in many different ways. I can use it to, as you see, I can jump in one way, throw my hat, and then jump in a completely different way. So I can really use it to course correct in a way. But what I would like to do here, if we have time, is to collect
We do.
15 regional coins and get the local unique outfit and play that segment for a bit. Even though it's already been shown, but it's a part that I really like, and just by collecting the coins I will be able to show you.
You can go up here.
Wow.
Wait, let me check. I can go up there.
You're going for the easy way.
Look at Mario's face as well with the mustache.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he looks a bit charged.
Yeah, it looks, yeah.
He's very tense.
Oh, so beautiful.
Let's find some more
Yes,
regional
you're-
coins. There are 3 over there.
Yeah.
I think it's
I can't wait to try it out by myself.
And then let's explore. Think I can get to there?
Yeah.
I'm so happy that he's not afraid of
I
heights.
can. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
He's not. And
There's some more around.
Endless exploration. Incredible. Oh, here we go.
you can ride. And actually, let me try to.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
There we go. 13.
Which
we need
building are you gonna jump to?
2 more.
Let's jump to that one.
Actually, I wanted to. Yes, let's jump to this one.
Oh, you can also jump without. That's one way to do it.
That's one way.
That's one way
There's
to do it.
many different ways to reach this
Maybe you
building.
can jump over there.
On this one?
Yeah, you can make it.
That's a pretty long jump.
Just barely, but that's enough.
Yeah, there was enough margin.
So while so while
think I
Filippo
pressed
is
the wrong
still
button.
trying to get the last 2 coins, maybe Charles, you can tell us something about the fact that I guess you're able to see new content way ahead of us.
Yes.
So is it really like? I mean, when was your first time seeing something from Super Mario Odyssey?
It was a few months ago. It was a few marvelous months ago before June. And I tell you, from the second I saw the first frame and the second I heard the first sound,
Yeah.
I knew this was a magical experience. And it's really great for me now to see a master taking it in action and doing the things that I'll probably never figure out, but I get to watch, and it's really spectacular. I love the creativity, the invention, and you know, it's just like every Mario game in your heart, except so different.
Yeah. Well said.
The sense of freedom you have, I also like because of all these additional moves and this combination of classic moves from 3D Mario games and the new Cappy moves and also moves that came, well, the dive is from Super Mario 64, for example, but the sense of freedom that you have is great. Really, as soon as I touch the controller, like, it's just filled with possibilities and you always feel like a kid, you know, when a kid has a big box full of toys, you just pick something up and you just do something, then you put it back. It's really like a toy box in a way.
And I gotta say, when I played it for the first time, I was so impressed by the camera movement. Like, it feels so flawless, so smooth. It's always on point. I just love it. It's such a great gaming experience.
So we have a Mario Maker outfit. Oh,
Yes.
sorry, there is one guy. It has been shown before by some gaming media, but when I saw it, I was blown away. This guy, you see, is not very happy.
No.
Your clown bothers me.
Oh.
It's
No.
Daddy.
Aww.
Oh, just because, you know, I was sitting there, you know, just some empathy can go a long way.
Whoa.
In the world of Mario.
Wow, look at that.
Just
Bench
because I
friend.
was being a nice guy. Thanks, pal.
Thank you very much. Mamma mia.
And now, I wanted to show also that like we did show it a bit in the presentation that we did the other day here in the Red Cube, but also in New Donk City, also in the Metro Kingdom, there are certain areas that, see, I'm under strict instructions to only let the building inspector in here.
Uh-oh.
But look, I'm dressed now. By my uniform, I totally am the inspector, right?
Yippee!
So this uniform that I think is inspired by the Super Mario Maker uniform. Yeah, you recognize. And
Yeah, it's like the part we did with the chef's outfit, right?
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
And I love this bit because it reminds me of Super Mario World on Super Nintendo. These are phases, and there are many bits in Super Mario World where you have to sort of avoid phases that are running along a line.
Yeah.
Just that in this case, you are the electricity.
Yeah, it's like you said with the lava part. Like, this game makes you rethink everything you learned over the past, like, 20, 30 years. It's so fun.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Well, it was a difficult test to
Nice.
get, so I get rewarded with a lot of coins. And also, what I like is, yeah, it's a lot of coins. What I like is that coins are really have an important meaning here in this game, because you really need the. I mean, it's really. You have a lot of things to buy, not just costumes, but a lot of other things you can buy in the Crazy Cup store.
How will you get those? Oh, you can get those.
Actually,
Can you get those?
somebody showed me how. Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, fantastic. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's so great.
So Chris, I think you want to say something, right?
Yeah, I was wondering because you, of course, are the voice of Mario. So whenever there's a new Super Mario game, I can imagine every game gives you a different kind of feeling.
Yes.
So how does that reflect in your voice?
This, I think we always try to have the integrity so that, as you can tell from this, if you played a Mario game 30 years ago, you play this game today, you still have that same sense. And for me, 21 years ago doing a Mario 64, you have that same sense of joy and wonder, innocence, excitement, and newness of everything. So I try to maintain that integrity, and luckily we have people that can go, that's the way, that's the way. So I'm like, whoopee, woo, 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 we work together as a great team. It's such a pleasure. And really, for me, what an honor and what a joy to do what I love to do so much, and to see it, my small piece of this magnificent world, have meaning. I so appreciate that.
Yes.
So Filippo, maybe because I think we're almost at the end of
Yes,
our
we're almost
segment.
out of time.
no.
We promised that we would show the map.
Yes. So I love how the maps are made in this game because again the theme of travel. No, we were saying so. Here it is, the map with the objective is always pointed out, but I really like to look at the map on the side. No, it really looks like a brochure, like a flyer of a tourist office.
Yeah.
No? And you have. Metro Kingdom, which is the overall kingdom, whatever it is, if it's there, it's first rate. And New Donk City, which is the city within this kingdom, where you have the name of the natives, which are the new donkers, the currency, which looks like $0.25 with Pauline's face on it in this case, the local currency. And here you have all of this text that is. It's not just flavor. It's not just really. It makes you smile because it really connects to this theme of travel, but it also gives you hints on where there are some
I
secrets.
was just going to say the best viewing spot at night is New Donk City Hall.
Yes.
Aha!
And the bottom left is always interesting to look at.
Exactly. That there are RC cars. That there's an RC car mini game in the city, and you go on the side. It's telling you, maybe try to use the scooter, and. So it gives you some hints, but also it frames this with this theme of travel, with this theme of you being somewhere magical, with you being in a new place to discover. So actually, the New Donk City Town Hall, I'm just going to leave the segment with this view.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh my goodness.
I'm just
So
gonna go
fun.
fast.
It's just so fun.
Okay, all the way to the top.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I could not do that.
Oh gosh.
So afraid
Oh,
of
you're
heights.
kidding.
And here we are.
Oh,
This is
Wow.
New Donk City.
wow. So wonderful.
Nice. Guys, thank you so much for showing us more of this highly anticipated title, Super Mario Odyssey. I guess we have to wait a little bit more. It's not that long, right?
No.
But a little bit more.
27th of October.
Exactly.
Yeah,
For
27th
everyone
October.
who's here at Gamescom, obviously you guys are able to play it right here. So
Yep.
get in line and then try to play it. It's worth it. So much I can say. So thank you very much, you guys, of course. And Charles, it was such a pleasure having you with us
Thank
again.
you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for always being so energetic, enthusiastic, and positive, and just always great to have you with us.
Thank you so much. It's such
Yeah.
a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for playing and guiding us through the
Thank
way.
you very
Really
much.
magnificent.
Thank you so much,
really
Charles.
Terrific. Thank
Yeah.
you. And thank you very much for playing my game.
So, thank you very much for tuning in, to everyone tuning in through the live stream. And I hope you guys stay with us because there's more. So stay tuned for more. We are back in about half an hour. See you later.